I talked about labels last week and how labels can be used to divide us. I also spoke that labels also can unite us. I know that when we walk into a room, we look around, we're labeling people. Is she black? Is she white? Blonde hair, blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes. Oh, she reminds me of my aunt. Oh, she reminds me just by looking, right? Just by the label. Something someone's wearing. Oh, I like that brand too. So that could be a conversation starter, right? And that's great. The problem becomes, as I said before, is when people use labels to separate us or to make themselves feel better about themselves, right? They try to put us down, or they are talk to us in a condescending way. Those kind of, because I've had that happen to me for several reasons. Several reasons I assume the person did that. One being race, one being that I'm a female, or a label that they put on me because I'm a stay-at-home mom, not knowing that I'm actually college educated. Not that it matters to me. You don't have to have gone to college to be educated or to be intelligent. But for some people it does. So people put several labels on me. But one of the things that really irritates me is when we limit people with the labels. So I remember in 7th grade, Jeopardy I don't know if they had just started this, but they had teenagers on. It was Teen Jeopardy or something. And one of the contestants that was on was a female. She was from the South. She was blonde haired, blue eyed. She was beautiful. She was gorgeous. And she had on this red dress. And it was conservative, not flashy at all, just that the color was red. But I guess that would be considered flashy. But many people say that's a power move, right? When guys wear red ties and things of that nature. So anyway, she won. She was phenomenal. She killed it. So the next day in class, we were all like, yo, did you see that girl from Georgia? She killed it. She was so pretty too. And she had the dopest clothes on. We loved it. My teacher, it was very funny. My teacher was British, and she was disgusted. She was like, oh my gosh, that girl wasn't even smart. She should not have won. And I was like, it's Jeopardy. She won. So clearly she is intelligent. And we debated with our teacher for like 20 minutes about this young lady, winning and being pretty. And at the end of it, like, my teacher was serious that there's nothing we could say to her. She just kept saying she shouldn't have won. She shouldn't have won. But she deserved to win. What are you talking about? She deserved to win. So I don't like limiters. That drives me insane. And when people put others, particularly young people, oh, she's a straight A student. He's a jock. He's an athlete. He's not that bright. She's a straight A student. What does that have to do with tea in China? Like, I don't understand where we going with this conversation. Oh, she's a straight A student, so she can't be in a sorority. Okay. She can't, she can go to parties and maybe even wild out, because that's just a moment. But she can't be in a sorority, because then that means that she is part of something that goes against the grain of what a straight A student would do, because, sorority girls are this way. Actually, no, they're not. I'm in a sorority, and I'm not anyway. So when you were to meet me, what would you expect once you realize, oh, Rita is in a sorority? Okay, so now what does that mean about me? And you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, stop putting limits on people. And what's the new term, multi-hyphenated or something? Because people are realizing, oh, wait a minute, I can do several things. Yeah, you can. You can be a basketball player and a businessman. You can have a TV show. You can produce movies. You can, be named LeBron James. You can be a basketball player and create a sneaker that other basketball players will then be under that label, so that you are now in charge of several careers of your peers. So you're not just a basketball player, you're managing other people's careers. It may be indirectly, but Michael Jordan made millions for many of basketball players, many of his peers, because of his first initial basketball deal. So you can do several things. I love Martha Stewart. If you have masterclass, please watch her story. If you don't have masterclass, please get it to watch her story. The fact that she went to jail, came out, I believe she was 50 when that happened, or 60, I don't even know. But she had labeled, or people had labeled, she and Snoop Dogg. Well, perfect match. They love each other, made millions of dollars with each other because they look past the label. When you label someone, you are limiting your relationship with them and the potential for greatness. You can't look at people and say, "Oh, I don't get down with people from, the South. They're too conservative. They're Republicans. I'm a Democrat." Okay, but there may be a synergy there. God may want you to interact with that person to maybe influence them. I had a pastor, actually not a pastor, she's a minister, but she would always say to us in our women's meetings, you can't influence what you won't confront or be around. So if I really want to influence you, then I have to spend time with you. I have to be in your area. I have to be within earshot. We have to have a conversation, okay? We have to have a conversation. Can't do that if I'm ignoring you or if I'm trying to avoid you. Yes, there are some people who are toxic for you. They may not be toxic for me, but for you they are. And I get that. There's no need to not be in peace. But what I'm saying is, if you truly want to influence others and you truly want to reach your destiny, you're going to have to widen that pool. You're going to. Whether men that you don't want to interact with, I'm sorry, you're going to have to talk to a man here or there. Black, white, Asian, Latino, European, African, South American, so many labels, right? We're going to have to break down those barriers at some point because God has made us to be in relationship with other people. So in order to reach our destiny, I have to make sure you reach yours. We're in this together. All right. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.